Real Madrid and Man City are going to be without Yaya Toure, apparently. Might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. Real Madrid are going to have all their big guns. Apparently Ronaldo's fit. They're all fit. But Man City, they've got Aguero and they've got De Bruyne.
Yep. So thanks for watching. Yeah, it's a huge game in the Champions League. Of course, Man City have never got as far as this in the Champions League previously in the semi-finals up against the Galacticos of Real Madrid. Real Madrid have scored 46 away goals already this season. They're absolutely flying in terms of scoring goals, and even without Ronaldo last weekend, Bale stepped in and scored 2 goals and they won 3-2. They went 2-0 behind there, which was a bit of a shock. So you can certainly see why the bookies have got both over 2.5 goals and both teams to score well covered at odds-on prices. But I actually think that you can go bigger price than that and get better of a value out of this game by backing Man City draw no bet, 23-20 best price with a few bookies on site at the moment. As you said, Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale have all travelled to Manchester, but they've all got somewhat niggling injuries. Ronaldo, of course, missed a game last week. Bale finished the game, but had a bit of trouble with a muscle problem, like he always seems to get. And Benzema, I'm not sure what's up with Benzema. He just seems to be on a different planet at the moment.
Is he in jail or something? is that still going on? I've
got no idea what's happening to Benzema. He just doesn't seem to be in the right headspace at the moment.
Yeah.
And so if one or even two of those players is out, I think that could be a bit of an issue up against this Man City team, who have actually kept 4 clean sheets in the last 6 home games. Joe Hart seems to be back to his best.
Yeah.
He's a cocky so-and-so, isn't he, Joe Hart? But he's starting to back it up now.
Head and shoulders.
He's head and shoulders above the rest.
Yeah.
First leg semi-final matches tend to be tight affairs, so I'm staying away from the markets that I mentioned earlier. The over 2.5 goals in both teams to score that in the first leg of a semi-final. I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 goals.
Okay.
But I think that just backing Man City draw no bet here is the best way to go. I think this is their absolute opportunity of getting something to take to the Bernabeu. Mm-hmm. The second leg at the Bernabeu is going to be the tougher tie, of course. And they've got to be careful because away goals are so pertinent in these matches. They have to try and be a little bit cautious, I think. They can't go too gung-ho.
No.
But I think draw no bet here, 23-20, that actually might suit them, because if they're not pushing forward so much, then that doesn't give them the space at the back for the likes of Bale and Ronaldo, possibly, if he's fit, to hit them on the counter-attack. So I think that will suit them a little bit to play a little bit more stable. But they'll take heart from the last round where Real Madrid went to Wolfsburg in the first leg and lost 2-0, which was a massive surprise.
Exactly.
Wolfsburg are nowhere near the team now that Kevin De Bruyne has left him, and where's he gone? Man City. So there you go. If a De Bruyne-less Wolfsburg can beat Real Madrid at home, then certainly a De Bruyne full Man City can win this game. I think 23-20, best price there for Man City to get at least a point. Not a point, sorry.
Draw no bet.
At least a draw in this first leg. So yeah, 23-20 I think is a better price than the kind of odds-on shots of over 2.5 goals, which everyone seems to be going for, because, as I said, Real Madrid are just goal machines.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 23-20, draw no bet there on the Tuesday night game between Man City and Real Madrid.
When you think of that fixture around Man City versus Real Madrid, you think goals, don't you? Yeah. That's your initial thought. But when you think of it as a Champions League semi-final, they'd have to be a bit mental to go completely gung-ho straight away in the first leg, wouldn't they? So
also, another stat to bear in mind here was that they've only played once previously at the Etihad against Real Madrid and drew 1-1. So Real Madrid are winless at the Etihad, officially winless.
Yeah, well, will it be the same? Come on, City. City! That's the chant, isn't it? That's the chant they do. De Bruyne-less is an amazing word that you've said this then. De Bruyne-less. De Bruyne-less. Add it to the dictionary.
Add it to the dictionary.
Next up, Wednesday night game between Atletico and Bayern, and I haven't hidden the fact that how much I like Atletico and how underrated they are. And I can see here, Ross, that you agree with me for this picture.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm pretty amazed that they're not favourites to win this game. I really, really am.
That's interesting.
They're 21-10 best price, really decent price. Atletico have conceded just 12 goals at the Calderon this season. Defensively, they're just absolutely solid, aren't they? They're so hard.
Unbelievable.
They're so hard to break down. They're on a current 5-match winning streak. Fernando Torres is back to his best and is available after his suspension in the second leg against Barcelona. Whilst Bayern Munich, in my eyes, are yet to put... Granted, they've won a lot of games this season, home and away. But away specifically, they've yet to pull off a truly impressive away win this year.
Okay.
They've lost at Arsenal. They've lost at Mönchengladbach. They've drawn at Dortmund. They've drawn at Benfica. They've drawn at Leverkusen, and they've drawn at Juventus. They haven't yet played a team that are of the same kind of calibre as them and gone to their neck of the woods.
That's great.
And won the game.
Great stuff.
Granted, they could do it in this game because they are a good team. But so far this season, they just haven't proved that they can do that. So I think Atletico Madrid to win at 21-10 is just a far better price than Munich to win the game. They're actually almost odds-on favourites to win this game, Munich, and I just think that's absolutely mad. The habit of not getting the victory away from home seems to be ingrained in that group of players at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why. They're a really good, strong set of players at Munich, but they seem to just rely on the Allianz to kind of get them out of these games. See exact proof of that, where in the 2 knockout matches so far, they've drawn their away games but won the matches at the Allianz. So in this match where they have to travel for a first leg, I think they might struggle. Munich, however, were able to rest a lot of key players in their 2-0 win over Hertha Berlin on the weekend. A 2-0 win there. But Diego Simeone's side are just made of absolutely stern stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think 21-10 is just too good a price to ignore.
That's a brilliant price.
So yeah, my bet there is to back Atletico Madrid to win 21-10.
To win to nil would be an insane bet, wouldn't it?
It would be a pretty good bet.
Kind of interested in doing.
Yeah, well, only letting 12 goals all season
Exactly.
at home. So yeah, absolutely.
Do you think the Bayern Munich form could be something to do with the fact that Guardiola's going?
I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. He just seems to rely on the Allianz as their kind of like dome of like victory. So yeah, I just think that it's going to be an interesting one though if Man City do play Bayern in the final. But for these first legs, I think home advantage is going to pay off, and I'm backing Man City drawing a bet 23-20 and Atletico Madrid to win 21-10. A decent price there. Looking briefly at the outright market here, Jake. Favourites are Munich at 6-4. Too short a price in my opinion.
So I think if you think about 6-4 shots, usually, I mean that's insane. Champions League, they've got to play. Well, they're going to have to play probably Real Madrid or Man City. I mean, they're both good sides, but Real Madrid especially. 6-4 is just ridiculous, like insanely ridiculous. I mean, if it was a horse at 6-4, I'd be annoyed if it didn't win.
The bookmakers here are clearly giving the teams with home advantage in the second leg. Precedents here. They've got Munich at favourite 6-4, slightly worse price. Real Madrid 11-5, of course, are going to play their second leg at the Bernabeu. And the bigger prices here, if you fancy as one of the teams that play at home in the first leg to go through, Atletico Madrid at 4-1, I think it's a very good price. If they can get past this Munich team that don't lose many games, but they're not winning matches away from home, as I've pointed out. If they can get a slight win in this home tie and then grind out a draw at the Allianz, which is more than possible for this Atletico Madrid team, they will then face either Real Madrid, who they've already beaten this season, and Man City, who are yet to really prove that they're world powers, really, haven't they?
I agree. I think Atletico have a better chance of going through against Bayern Munich than Man City do against Real Madrid. I want Man City to go through because they're a Premiership team, but I mean, Atletico, if when you're a first leg team, you need to have a solid defence, don't you? So you can just so they can win 1-0 and then grind out a 0-0.
And if anyone knows how to win 1-0, it's Diego Simeone.
Exactly. And then Man City are kind of nowhere near as good away from home. They'd be they don't think they'd be able to keep Real Madrid down to 0-0 draw away from home. So if they're going to have to win, I think they're going to have to win they have to win by more than one. I think. In the first leg to have a chance.
Well, you make them outsiders, and so do the bookies. 15-2 best price. So any City fans out there who fancy a dabble in that is a big price, isn't it? Really, when you think it's a 4-horse race in this competition now, 15-2 on a squad that has just spent a whole load of money on their players. Yeah, 15-2 looks a pretty decent price, but I think they are worthy outsiders.
Yeah.
They're the one team here that are in the unknown, really, aren't they? They haven't got anywhere near the experience that the other three teams have in European competition.
They're going to win 3-0.
They're going to win 3-0.
Or 2-0. 3-1 maybe.
But yeah, so those are the outright markets. So make sure that you get the best price available on site or on the app. Thanks for watching. It's been the Champions League semi-final first leg video. Make sure that you download the app or subscribe to the emails which we send out every week. But most importantly, subscribe button should be appearing above Jake's head around about there. So thanks for watching, and I've been Ross Casey, and this is my man, Jake Johns.
Bye.